Greetings and hello, Tony Coleman-Brown here, and today I want to talk to you about Melania Trump. And as you may know, a lot of people are talking about how Melania Trump went down to Houston, Texas wearing stiletto high heels. And they're making a big deal about that. So today we want to get your opinion, and I'm going to give you my opinion on Melania Trump and her stiletto faux pas. So everybody's talking about how Melania Trump wore stilettos down to Houston to go and meet the hurricane victims. And everybody's talking about how why would she wear stilettos to go down to Houston, Texas, when there's a storm, when there's water that's possibly contaminated, when there's a possibility that somebody is sick or injured, or when it's just a major catastrophe in general. Why would you wear stiletto shoes? And what I have to say about that is, who cares? Who cares that Melania Trump wore stiletto shoes on Air Force One to go down to Houston, Texas? When she got off of Air Force One, clearly she had her change of clothes and she had her hat on and her sneakers. So she had the good sense to know that, hey, I might want to look good because I know there's going to be cameras out there, there's going to be people looking at me, so I'm going to go on to Air Force One looking really nice and really sharp. And then when I get down to Houston, I'm going to change into my sneakers and we're going to get down to business. But at the end of the day, we just went through a major catastrophe. The people in Houston are there. A lot of people, thousands of people are displaced. And at the end of the day, they don't care about what she had on. At the end of the day, what the people in Houston and Hurricane Harvey victims really want is support. They want the president to support them and care about them. They want the first lady to support them and care about them. They want our politicians to support them and care about them. And they want us, the general public, to support them and care about them. I can remember growing up in Louisiana, many a times I lived on a low-lying street where there were many a times when I walked home from school after a hard rain and ended up walking in waist-deep water. And I know for a fact that it's just never a good feeling to have to throw out all of your things, tear up the walls in your house, remove all of the installation, get in contact with the insurance company, put in a claim. There's a lot of stress and turmoil and just outright not so good feelings associated with that. And I know that those people that are down there in Houston, Texas, many of which are my friends, thankfully a lot of them didn't get impacted by the storm, but they're not thinking about that. They don't care about what she has on. All they care about is that she's there and she cares. So speaking of Hurricane Harvey, if you haven't already done so, I know that big celebrities like Kevin Hart are putting up like $25,000 or large sums of money, but you don't have to be a big celebrity to give. You can give $25, you could give $10, you could give $5, you could give your old clothes. it doesn't have to be anything really big. It could be something really small. But all that matters is that you give and that you care. People don't care about what other people have on, what kind of clothes the first lady is wearing. Who cares about all that, especially when you're suffering? So I know that the hurricane victims down there in Houston, Texas right now do not care about what Melania Trump wore on Air Force One. All they care about is that they care, and that the president will put procedures and policies in place so that FEMA can help those victims. And as you guys may know, since Hurricane Sandy, Hurricane Katrina, now Hurricane Harvey, that's big storm number 3. So what's going on right now is that FEMA has changed all of their rules and all of their policies, and a lot of people that normally would have gotten money probably won't even get any money or any type of real relief. But at the end of the day, one of the bigger things that we want to come out of this tragedy is that people understand that climate change is real. One of the things that has struck me the most, and I don't know about you, one of the things that has struck me the most about what happened in Houston and Beaumont and all other parts of Texas is that the water is just not receding as fast as they thought it would. You know, when Hurricane Katrina hit, the water came in and then it went out. When Hurricane Sandy hit, the water came in and it immediately went out. But now that this hurricane has hit Houston, the water came in, but is not immediately going out. So that begs to ask another question. What's going on with that? What's going on with the climate? So stay abreast of what's going on in the world around us and pressure your local politicians to understand that climate change is real. These things are happening. We have to stick together. We have to come together. And most importantly, we have to give. So at the end of the day, who cares about Melania Trump and her stilettos? Nobody really does. At the end of the day, that's petty. We need to focus on what's real and what's true and what's right. And we all need to do the right thing and give, whether it's our time, whether it's our service, whether it's our money, whether it's our old clothes, whether it's food, whatever you need to do. Give and help. That's what people do in times of crisis. They don't focus on petty things. So this is Tony Coleman-Brown, and that's my 2 cents on Melania Trump and her stiletto faux pas.